Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Andrew Padno Show here in the sunny side of Western Massachusetts. Anyways, I do want to talk about something that is on my mind, has been on my mind for quite a long time, and that is the whole student loan debt bubble that we are currently facing here in the United States, as student loan debt had exceeded the $1 trillion mark, exceeding, I believe, credit card debt. Now, there's a specific article I do want to touch base upon. Is this NBC article, and the title of the article is "Debt No Degree Bills Amount for Ex-College Students Who Never Reached the Finish Line." And it goes on and gives you a few examples. Here's one. I'm going to go ahead and read this. It's Glenn, 27, have been inching toward a bachelor's degree since 2004, transferring schools and taking breaks from studies to switch her majors, live with her parents to save money, and later move around Indiana with her husband to chase the best paying jobs. Lately, she's been working full-time as a sales associate for a skincare retailer in Indianapolis Mall and didn't have the bandwidth to focus on her schoolwork. The night of her panic attack, she made a decision to leave school. Just looked at the bills and realized this didn't make sense anymore, she said. Okay. Now, basically, and here's some statistics. Let me go ahead and read you off some statistics here. I'm just going to read the full paragraph. The Glens are part of a growing population stuck paying down debt for a degree they never got. According to a 2011 study by the Harvard Graduate School of Education, only 56% of students who enter four-year programs graduate within 6 years. That number plunges to 22% for for-profit colleges. Meanwhile, the percentage of incoming students relying on loans is growing. From 2001 to 2009, the number increased from 47% to 53%. According to a report by Education Sector, the same report also found that borrowers who drop out are 4 times more likely to default on their loans. Very, very interesting. So you have a situation here, and of course NBC, as great as they are, they're talking about the student loan problem. And of course, we all know it's a problem. As I stated earlier, it's exceeded over $1 trillion. Now, what's interesting about this article is they're not talking about the students who actually finished school. They're talking about the students who basically dropped out of school. And really, the truth is students who graduated college also owe a pretty substantial amount of money to the federal government or to private banks as well. So this problem isn't just people who dropped out of college early. This problem is for people who went to school, period, and who are obligated to pay these debts. Now, here's my problem with these debts. This whole institution, this whole thing was established to get people from 18 to 22 in a massive amount of debt, so that way they become debt slaves, okay? And you notice the more debt that an individual gets into with these student loans, the less likely they're able to go out and start their own businesses, because they can't get the business loans that they need in order to be successful in whatever business venture they're interested in. No. Well, what's the solution to that? Well, instead of starting your own business and trying to develop your own brand, being innovative, so on and so forth, you go out and you join a big box retailer to do business with, or to be a business partner with. Or you go out and work in the government, or you go out and join the military. And one of the things I noticed when I was in school was every year or every semester when they had a major career fair, one of the bigger recruiters was not only just the government, who had recruited heavily there, and I went to UMass Amherst. It was also the military that was there recruiting people. You know, similarly to how they recruit high school age students 17, 18 years old who are about to graduate high school. This student loan deal is a big deal. And I believe that when the housing market bubble collapses, this is going to bring that collapse with it. You know, so here's my take on it. I personally think the student loan bubble will collapse first. the truth is really the FDIC can't really insure anything because they just have nowhere near the amount of liquidity needed to insure people's bank deposits. And that, of course, affects people's ability to be able to pay off massive amounts of loans because the amount that you can take out from a bank is regulated. And, there are times where, you can't take out more than 1,000, but eventually when bail-ins occur, you only be able to take out 500 a week, and then 300 a week, then 250 a week, then 200 a week. Now, and I believe that this part of it's important, the bail-in aspect and the FDIC's ability to bail insure people, I believe that's important. The reason being that's important is because that really just shows that there just isn't enough liquidity to be able to cover these loans. And if there isn't enough liquidity to go out and cover these loans, well, there obviously isn't enough liquidity to go out and create jobs and for people to be able to ask for money or be loaned out or lent money to go out and create businesses, create opportunities, and also help other people succeed. There just overall, there just isn't enough liquidity to continue along with this student loan debt charade. And because of that, now that kids coming out of college, they can't find jobs, they can't buy housing. So if they can't buy housing, then how the hell is the housing market going to continue to stay up if the student loan bubble collapses? So that's just basically my whole rant on that. And please comment, please like my video, please down my video, do whatever you feel that is necessary to to give the video its props. Either way, but I do believe that this whole student loan thing is going to be a really big mess. And I think when the student loan bubble pops, along with that will be the housing crisis will pop as well, because I believe that traditionally housing prices have been very heavily reliant upon students graduating from college. And then going back to the whole liquidity issue, there isn't enough liquidity to cover bank accounts and so on and so forth. So there just isn't going to be enough liquidity not only to not cover student loans, but also to not cover the housing market as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Again, subscribe, rate, comment, do whatever you must to tell me I'm doing well or doing poorly, or you agree, disagree. So. Talk to you soon. Have a happy new year, and of course enjoy the holidays. Bye.